Welcome to Bougie and Boring, a spa business podcast. I'm Amanda Luisa, a licensed skincare professional and spa owner. This podcast is all about creating a business that's both high-end and effortless. What I like to call bougie and boring, because the goal isn't chaos and overwhelm, it's simplicity and ease. I'll show you how to build a spa that runs smoothly, feels inspiring, and is so well structured, it practically runs itself. You'll learn how to create a business that's not just successful, but truly enjoyable to own. Let's get right into it. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Bougie and Boring Spa podcast. If you've been following along, you know now when it's time to hire and how to write a job description that attracts the right candidates. But here's the thing, just posting a job and waiting for the perfect esthetician to apply is not going to be enough. The best hires don't always come from job boards. And if you want to find the top talent, you need to be proactive. It's so important to making sure that you are attracting the right type of team member to you. So in this episode, I'm going to share my favorite strategies for finding skilled, passionate estheticians before they even start looking for a job. And by the end, you'll know exactly where to look so that you can stop waiting and start hiring. Okay? So here are a couple ways that might be the wrong way to hire, right? So posting a job and just hoping for the best. Okay? This is not Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will not come. You have to really be proactive. If this is something that you know you need and you need a good candidate, this should be high on your priority list. So a great esthetician is not just scrolling through boards every day, job boards. The best hires are often either already working or still in school, or not even actively looking. So if you post a job and get no applicants, which is very common at the very beginning, it's not because the applicants don't exist. It's because you're not looking for them in the right places and you're also not showing up in the right places. So my solution is to take a proactive approach and start recruiting before you even need anyone. All right. So let's talk about the smartest ways to find your next great esthetician. So some of my proactive hiring strategies, my favorite one is spa schools, aesthetic schools. So build relationships with the teachers and instructors before you even need to hire. Many estheticians start job hunting before they've even graduated, and schools love it when spa owners offer mentorship or guest speaking opportunities. This is what I did, and it's something that I help a lot of my coaching clients with, where I have a whole slide deck presentation on what I talk about in schools. And I mean, the students just eat them up. They are so engaged and they are so excited, and I create a lot of curiosity, and it's honestly probably one of my favorite things to do. When I know that I'm going to be hiring probably in the next 6-7 months. So get to know those instructors really well. You know, maybe you went to the school before, and so you already have a good connection with them. But if not, walk in, see who you can talk to, see whose email you can get or phone number. And the schools are so eager to have people come and talk to the students. So, and the teachers will, or the instructors will refer their best students to you, especially if you have a good relationship with them. So how to do it. You reach out to local aesthetic programs and ask about career placement opportunities. See what they have available. I, to this day, have never had I've never had a coaching client come back to me and be like, oh, my local school doesn't have this. Because the whole purpose, it helps the school improve their numbers so that they can attract more students to enroll when there are career placement opportunities. So I've never heard of a school that doesn't have this type of program in some capacity. Offer something like a Q&A session or a workshop for the students. Something that I have done that I really find to be the most helpful for the students is I talk about 3 things that made me successful as a student, 3 things that made me successful as an employee, and 3 things that made me successful as a spa owner, because that was relatable to exactly where those students are right now. And so, just let the school know, let the instructors know that you're always open to meeting the talented graduates, even if you're not hiring yet. It just gets people excited and it gets you on their radar, so that by the time you do need to hire, you'll already have this wonderful pool of applicants who know and trust your spa and are so excited to work for you. So another great place to look is job fairs and networking. Make sure that you connect there before you start posting your job postings. Hiring isn't about just posting online. It's about meeting people in person, right? It's especially right now in the beginning of 2025, as I record this, relationships are so important. Building connection, human to human, is so important. I think a lot of us are kind of burnt out by social media. I don't know if this is just me and my generation or what, but we are just not interested in spending a whole lot of time on social media anymore. So go meet people in person, talk to them, make eye contact, have a warm smile. Job fairs allow you to meet candidates face to face and get a really good feel for their energy. And this is such an energetic industry that is so, so important. So write down their name, maybe give them like a sign-up sheet of some kind. That way you can remember them and make little notes for yourself about that person in case you ever need to get a hold of them, or if they get a hold of you or they apply, you'll know exactly who it is and remember, oh, I really liked this thing about that person, or I think she's not a good fit for the culture, or whatever the case is, right? So industry networking events put you in front of other estheticians who are serious about their careers. And that's exactly where you want to be. So how do you do this? You can look up local beauty school job fairs and go to esthetician networking events. Just bring a simple now hiring flyer or a QR code to your careers page. That's really helpful. Have genuine conversations with people, not just a sales pitch, right? Build connection, remember things about this person, and actively listen to what they're saying and what's important to them. So networking can really help you find hidden talent, and it'll help you find people that might not be actively job hunting, but are open to the right opportunity, right? And you want that alignment with your spa when you are ready to hire. So another thing, and I mentioned earlier that social media is not something that is really heavily used or relied upon for me personally, but I know a lot of spas that use it, and it is like their main source of new clientele. It's the main source of community connection for them, and it works really, really well. So your social media can also help you attract the right talent with your spa culture, right? So you're uploading things onto social media, you're making reels and stories and all the things that can really showcase your spa, the values and the culture that you guys have. Social media isn't just for booking clients though. You can also be recruiting as you go. So future hires are already watching your content. Show them why they'd want to work with you, right? Give them a reason to apply. Okay, so how do you do this? You can Share behind the scene contents of your spa's work environment. Highlight the team culture, celebrating birthdays and how your team has fun. You can post about professional growth opportunities like trainings and mentorships. You can create like a highlight on your Instagram that says, join our team. And it has lists of like job openings and application details, right? So you can give a lot of information just on social media alone. The best estheticians aren't just looking for any job. They want to work somewhere that they love. And if your social media reflects a strong, supportive team, you're going to naturally attract these really good hires. Okay. And so the last thing is something that I have already mentioned, which is referrals, right? So tapping into your own network. I told you that I had a lot of recommendations for employees from my current employees. So a lot of people got hired on, or I learned about them through an employee, and then some of them I actually hired. And just know that sometimes the best hires often come from word of mouth. So your industry friends or existing team members already who know great estheticians. Just ask your current team if you have one. Do you know anyone looking for a great spa to work at? Reach out to other spa owners, especially those who may be downsizing or shifting their focus, and offer a referral bonus. This is something I don't see very often, but I know there are a lot of spa owners, especially in Arizona. It's really difficult to get that license. It takes quite a while. And so they will offer referral bonuses to someone when they refer a candidate to them that you end up hiring. Okay, just as like a thank you for pointing them in the right direction, right? So people love recommending talented friends. And if you create a great working environment, your employees will naturally want to spread the word as well. So what are your next steps from here? Post your job listing in at least 2 new places this week. Reach out to a local aesthetic school, even if you're not hiring yet. And start using social media to showcase your spa culture, because that is going to really show a potential candidate what they can expect from you. Okay, so coming up in the next episode, we're going to dive into the red flags to watch for when hiring an esthetician, because knowing where to find the candidates is part of the process, but you also need to know how to avoid the wrong ones. So thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to talk to you in the next episode. Peace and love, my friend. Bye. If you found value in today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe or share with a spa owner friend. You can also leave a review on iTunes, and in the comment section, ask any question you want, and I'm so happy to answer it right here on the podcast. Ready for the next step? Schedule a free 30-minute discovery call to see how I can help you with your business. You can also head over to amandaluisaconsulting.com and grab a free resource. I've got so many good ones over there. Whether it's hiring, paying yourself more, overcoming burnout, I've got you covered with resources to help make your business bougie and boring. Peace and love, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.